Okay, the X-Man's coming to you live. A little bit of tagging, a little bit of bringing in stuff. So I really wasn't going to get on here tonight. I was going to actually just kind of take it easy tonight. But I mean, I put a 15-second video up, but I kind of want to really, like, do a couple things of what I've heard. So, again, I don't want this to get misconstrued. So tonight, apparently, Travis Hunter has won the Heisman. Okay. Now, I get it. Okay. Travis Hunter is a pretty decent talent. And as far as going to the NFL to be a two-way player, I think he could definitely be something special. And I'm not taking anything away from this man, okay? This young man. Um, but I do have to bring up a couple issues here that I have. Um, for one, he shouldn't have won that Heisman. For two, the NCAA is now building super teams in college, okay? I have utmost respect for Dion. Dion was an amazing athlete, and I want him to do good with college. Okay, and I understand that he's got to build a program, and they were 8-3, I think, this year, which is a big turnaround. And really, I really don't have anything really bad to say about Dion, but I will say this: they've turned it into a Dion league. Um, Travis Hunter playing two ways and played pretty solid. They were 8-3. But at the end of the day, and it's happened before, so you can't really say. I agree with people. Gina Toretta won a Heisman over somebody. I forget who he beat. Oh yeah, he beat Marshall Falk. That's a good point. That I do remember that. But Ashton Jeanty rushed for 2,497 yards in 12 games. Okay, 2,497 yards in 12 games. That's about over 300 yards a game. I see his numbers are like almost two, but still, to rush for 2,497 yards in the season is probably not going to be broken unless somebody comes out. I mean, I don't even remember. Like Melvin Gordon, I heard was in that rush. I'd have to look that stat up. I don't really remember that too much, but Ashton Jeanty rushed for 2,497 yards and not winning the Heisman. Doesn't matter what college he went to, and people are going to say, "Oh, well, it's the competition and all that." Okay, whatever. So then, what's the competition that Dion has played this year? He's beat teams. He's won more games this year than normal, but he still lost three. And you're playing in a bowl game, I think the 28th, and then you're done. And it was a good season for Dion. And but he had to bring Warren Sapp in. He's got Terrell Owens as his advisor. He's building a program, a super team coaching staff. He's basically mimicking what LeBron does every season. The self-proclaimed the GOAT that everybody talks about. Who's probably hiding from Diddy, by the way, right now. Whole nother subject there for another time. But yeah, I mean that's really what you're looking at right now. So I mean, I'm very disappointed that the NCAA is favoring the Dion rule now. There's really no reason for it, and it happened. It's pretty disappointing, but I can honestly tell you that Ashton Jeanty rushed for 2,497 yards. He should have been the guy that won the trophy, right? There's no real other way about it. There really isn't. Um, I mean, congratulations to Travis Hunter too. I'm not gonna like take it away from him, but it was the same way when Nash beat Kobe out. Was it really? You know what I mean? Like, why do that? And how did the votes get voted out like that? You just have to question the whole integrity of what they do in NCAA. He just now made it 8 teams, and you still try to put Ohio State in the top four every year, and Alabama. And Alabama, the fact that Alabama almost had a chance to get in with 3 losses is insulting. Just stop trying to put those teams in based off of their program. Stop. I mean, the NCAA's got some problems in football, at least. I don't know about in college basketball, but in college football, you got a lot of questionable things. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Dion and his boys and what they're doing. I think they're doing an amazing job. I do. But at the end of the day, Ashton Genie has to win that Heisman. I don't. I'm gonna think it's rigged, and that's just my take on that. And some people probably give me flack for it, but whatever. It's not my problem. I'm speaking what it is. He rushed for 2,497 yards. Stop. It's never been done before. Stop. Just look at the numbers itself. That's what you should have judged it off of. Not because you can play both sides of the football. Sorry. I like Travis Hunter. I think he's a good kid. I think Shader Sanders is never going to make it. I think that people even saying that he should have been there is just not even in the question. Just because he's daddy's little boy doesn't mean he should be there. Travis Hunter deserved it. He deserved to at least be there. But I don't think he deserved to win it. I just don't. Also, I wanted to comment on this too. I had to save his name because I don't remember his name. Devondre Campbell for the San Francisco 49ers. I have to add this in here. That's why I made the video for both, because I'm going to do this tonight, tomorrow. I'm going to try to do NFL cap tomorrow, maybe early, hopefully before I leave for my job. But the Devondre Campbell, when asked to go into an NFL game, refused to go into the game because he didn't want to play. This is what's happening to the leagues, both the NBA and the NFL. The NFL not as much, but the NBA is definitely lost in the sauce with everything. But these players refusing to play in games is ridiculous. Now, in the NBA, it's more load management, which is, I guess, a legal way to not want to play in games. Joel Embiid is one of the top guys, and unfortunately, and I really wish that they like, I had heard that Joe Embiid made it. Oh, he was depressed. You weren't depressed when you took that $300 million, dude. Don't play that. Don't play that role. Just because it's 2024 and you can spin narratives off to try to make yourself look good, just don't do it. And you shouldn't have played in the Olympics. You shouldn't have played. Why did you play in there? Why didn't you even play for the French team? Like, to me, he loses every ounce of respect for me, But as far as but back to Devondre Campbell. I mean, Embiid's a whole nother animal, and many other players that are like him, like LeBron disappearing. Nobody says nothing. ESPN, TMZ should be ashamed of themselves because they know why he did it, and they won't say it. They follow that man around 24/7, and you're telling me you don't know what he's doing right now? That's a lie. ESPN and TMZ are disgraceful. They try to expose other things that they're not supposed to do, and then when it comes down to the real stuff, they hide. That's what I don't like about TMZ. That's what I don't like about ESPN anymore. ESPN was not like that for all the time, and it turned into that. Also, this man that didn't play, Devondre Campbell, is insulting to the game, okay? Now, the NBA, they do it with load management every day, so I can't really throw out the whole narrative in the NBA, which is probably why their ratings are down 30%, because nobody wants to watch 53s and nobody play defense. They just don't. The game it's not watchable like that anymore, which it mirrors on both sides. Now, when it comes to Joel Embiid, or, Devondre Campbell, there's a lot of guys out there that would have loved to have played in an NFL game that can and haven't gotten the opportunity to do so. And this man said he doesn't feel like playing. Now, I feel like it probably has something to do with Kyle Shanahan, but even at the end of the day, if Kyle Shanahan, whatever happened with him, this man, Devondre Campbell, should have went into the game. There's no reason that he should not have went into the game. There's no reason. I mean, it's disgraceful. He should never be able to play another game the rest of his career for that. He should. And I mean, I hate to say that, but if you get an opportunity to do something and then you refuse to do it, then what's the purpose of you being there? It's like if I went to work And I said, I'm not going to print today. I'm just going to sit here and watch everybody else do it. I would get fired. Right. So my point to Devondre Campbell is he told his employer he wasn't going to play. And I have a huge problem with that. I do. I think it's ridiculous that that was even allowed. That it ever got to a point where a guy did it. And on a Thursday night game, too. It's just proven how the league has changed so much. But they've turned it into flag football, and they've turned it into something that's not. I mean, it's still a watchable league, the NFL, but it's become very, very different to a point where, like, stuff like that should never happen. And I think Brian Clark's right. He should never play again. This is one I'm going to agree with Ryan Clark on. He's right. That man should never play again. Because there's a lot of people out there that want that opportunity. And he said he didn't want to play. That's a problem. Like, if I had ever made it to an NFL team, I would have never said, I don't feel like playing. You go out there and you play. Even if you played for 2 minutes, you still went out and played. If you get hurt or you just did it for a down or two, you still played. But you don't say, I don't want to play, and then make an issue of it. It's like A.J. Brown right now for the Eagles. I'm going to bring this up, too, because I really believe this, and I'm not buying anything he says. Everybody keeps defending A.J. Brown every time he does something, and I'm tired of that, too. He threw his quarterback under the bus. Even though Hurts is scared to throw, we get it. But you don't throw your teammate under the bus. And Brandon Graham shouldn't even apologize because everything he said was accurate about A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is a drama queen that's going to keep being a drama queen for that team. I just threw that in there because I had thought that over and I wanted to get that out too. I haven't trusted him since he's been here, and I don't trust him now. It's just the way it is. He could get up and say it 1,000 times. I remember he wasn't at a playoff game and he was sitting in Atlantic City. You're telling me that's a teammate that you want on your team? Stop. Maybe me and other people don't watch the same stuff that I do, but I know that's what it is. I don't even know why I threw the A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown just irks me. But anyway, the whole thing, but the Devondre Campbell guy, he lost a lot of respect from a lot of people. And I think he should be sitting at home right now thinking about why he said he wasn't going to play. He might as well just want to get a job somewhere else. Why would you even play in the NFL if you're not going to play, right? I'm just saying. I'm not throwing it out there. So those are my topics I wanted to get on my live feed tonight, 13 minutes, 47. I'm going to try to get on here early tomorrow to do a NFL preview of everything and look at these games and maybe break them down a little bit. But I hope everybody watches it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll catch everybody on the flip side. Expand out.